Hi. This video is a little bit of a different sort of structure. Typically my videos I just kind of sit here and explain everything that doesn't have context in it, but if I did that for the whole video it would have been well over a half hour. So I did a lot of voiceovers. A couple of weeks ago I went on a trip to Disney World and Universal Studios with Jane and her family. So we drove to Florida, which is like a 15 hour drive. So I spent the night at Jana's house the night before. I'm fully packed. We got the Naval Academy merch. We got the duffel bag of clothes. That's not coming with me. My backpack for next year. Ken will be joining me in Disney. But yeah, there's the bag. I got a shot yesterday for meningitis B and it hurts. Like, see that? That is red. It hurts. I said goodbye to Professor and went off to Jana's house.
Why do you have road rage? Because I'm impatient. I'm not buckled. Why the fuck are you buckled? Because I needed to take my Crocs off. Could you not have taken your Crocs off? You cannot take your shoes off while buckled.
Sophie was very excited to see me at first, but then she understandably got tired, and me and Leanna picked out some Barbie clothes. The original plan had been for Leanna to bring a Barbie to hang out with Ken, but we ended up forgetting the Barbie at their house, so that was sad.
Looks like you. Me? See? Actually,
I got to formally meet Noodle, who was very nice, did some interpretive dance, and also Yvonne was there. That's so horrifying. Oh no.
Oh no.
come on, Noodle.
Can I sleep with him?
You can't sleep with him.
Why?
Because he'll run away.
No.
Leanna and I have successfully packed for Ken and her Barbie. Oh, what was that?
I'm thinking of Taylor Swift in my head.
And here's Jana's gecko, who Yvonne will not be sleeping with. But we went to Fazoli's.
Sacred place. We're the only ones here. I feel like I have to whisper. I feel like I have to use my library voice.
It is 3 a.m. and we did not sleep at all.
No.
I took lots and lots of quizzes. We are leaving.
In 1 hour. Stop beating. I'm gonna stop breathing. I'll be dead. I will have died.
Alright, so at about 4 a.m. we embarked. We saw Leanna's CeraVe collection and we went to Buc-ee's. You can get a Buc-ee's splash toy over there. And my head hurts really bad. I wish I had genuine tears over this thing. Look how cute it is.
And you warm them so that way, like, when you like hold them, it feels like a hug.
Hey now, this is what dream.
Oh my gosh, you guys want to know what I should have done? What? I should have gotten a video while you guys were sleeping. Like,
Put the picture in.
yeah, because we were both
Here's
sleeping in this.
me and Jada sleeping. And this is my fit. This is our room, by the way.
My unkempt bed.
Yeah, my bed is made and yours is
Not.
The whole gang ended up matching, which was awesome. We drove a little bit and then we were there at the pearly gates. She's got the first time Disney pin.
Yay! I feel like I'm in Europe. This is so exciting.
We were very excited to see the castle, but as soon as we got there, we knew we needed something to drink. We were just in time to see the parade, but more specifically Flynn Rider in the parade. We saw the Lost Boys too, which would have been much more exciting if they hadn't had every single Lost Boy except for the twins. But as if things couldn't get much worse, they had this abomination of a Peter Pan. He was horrific, and they even managed to make Smee incredibly off-putting. You see that? It was Smee! And then I took a video of the Maleficent dragon for my mom, which was awesome and honestly my favorite part of the parade. With the parade done, we went off to Tomorrowland. I thought that thing was cool. And then we saw Stitch. You can't even see him in this video, but he's like looming in the background. And then we went on the Buzz Lightyear ride, and he was incredibly unsettling, as most things are at Disney apparently. But I faced my fears and took a picture with him.
I want to.
I beat you so hard. On Space Mountain, we were in Alpha Lounge, obviously, because Alpha on top.
No, because I was trying not to laugh.
She loved Space Mountain.
I loved it.
We witnessed a proposal, or the end of one. We just got spat at by a camel. We have separated from the group, searching for pirates.
There it is.
There it is!
It smells so good.
The comforting smell of the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. We kind of got fast lane.
We did.
They like
told them that there were two of us, and she was like, go that way.
Go that way. So now we're, I guess, in the fast lane? Question mark? Is it literally We took some pictures by Rapunzel's tower.
Resting our feet.
Went on the Pirates ride.
It was very fun.
My mommy's calling me. Guess what time it is? It's Tron time.
Well, it's Tron time in 45 minutes.
It's Tron time in 45 minutes, so we're gonna head over. Tomorrowland's like right there. Like we're at the castle. So Tron is like right there.
The beach in Florida. Like I literally only go to like Destin and like.
Let's go to the beach. Let's go get away.
Oh.
I hope you're all enjoying this vlog, because I wasn't gonna make it. I'm so sweaty. Is that a sunburn?
Like slightly.
Chat, tell me down below. Am I sunburned? I'm probably gonna edit in right there, like a picture of the sunburn and then me laughing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we couldn't find Flynn Rider. We were around the bathrooms, and apparently Flynn is only in the men's restroom. Also, speaking of which, we've seen no characters so far.
No. We saw Stitch from afar.
Oh my gosh, there's Winnie the Pooh. Never mind. We waved at Pooh and Tigger jumped up and down and waved at us, but none of that mattered because we were at Tron.
Oh my Jesus.
I don't really explain this well, but the Tron ride was one of the most strenuous things. So if you haven't ever been to Disney, or if you haven't been to Disney recently, they have a new policy on their newer rides where you have to join a virtual queue in order to avoid waiting in line for a ridiculous amount of time. We were originally supposed to be there around 7:45, but we ended up not getting on the ride until about 9. They kept telling us that it was temporarily paused, that it was going to be back up soon, that they were having difficulties, that it was suspended, and we were all too excited for the ride to just leave. And thank goodness we didn't, because the ride was amazing.
That was the singular most important ride of my life.
I like shed a tear. I started crying.
Watched during the first quarantine.
Every day. Every day.
day.
She texted me, watching Tron. So we got there and we were on the ride and we were about to get on, and then they were like, sorry, the ride is temporarily paused.
Yeah.
Oh my multiple
God,
times.
it was so
we did.
yeah,
We stayed,
so
and
realistic.
it was worth it. It was so cool. So because Tron got pushed back, we missed fireworks, but we still got to walk Main Street at night, which is always just so beautiful. I became obsessed with the patriotic Mickey ears. Anyway, it was time for the next day. The next morning was an earlier start with Animal Kingdom. We saw this lady, the Tree of Life, very cool. Patriotic ears, more of them. Every time I saw Timon, it made me think of Austin, who played Timon once. And then we were in Avatar. I love the Avatar area. I think it's one of the coolest things in all of Disney. I just love looking at all of the, like, plants and everything. I just think it's really awesome. We went on Flight of Passage, which is, in my opinion, the best ride in Animal Kingdom and one of the best rides in all of Disney. I was really afraid of the Avatar people when I was younger because I was scared I was going to turn blue, which is kind of ironic considering I dyed my hair blue years later. I ate this and it was honestly horrid, don't recommend. And then there were these little naked mole rats. They were really cute. And a hippo, and then we found gorillas. And then we saw these guys performing and they were absolutely incredible. Their energy was insane. And they were so talented. Look at that. Like, that is just absurd. That is absolutely insane. It was so much fun that Jana decided to join them for a little dance. It took her a second, but she started feeling the music, getting in the groove, and look at her go. It's so much fun. And then he put out this ludicrous move, and she did her best. And they did some more tricks, and then it was so fun that I decided to join, and then we were all dancing together. It was such a good time. So that was great. We went on Everest and a water ride, and then we were leaving Animal Kingdom. We found this little banana thing, and Jana kept joking about stealing it. But we were at the smoothie place, and it was really good. And then we were ready for it the next day.
Well, I like Melanie, and not just because she's pretty. I think she's really funny.
We were beginning to get a little tired from all of our adventures, but I was really excited about Rocket being one of the parking spots. There's the Epcot ball again. We went on the ride inside the Epcot ball, and I was very excited to translate some of the Greek that these guys were speaking. There's Michelangelo painting, and I was very excited that I'll be seeing that in person. Jane and I learned our future, which was honestly disappointing. I hope it's not real. There's Edna. We went on to Soarin', which is always one of my favorite rides. I used to think this guy was the coolest a person could possibly be. We're in Kyrgyzstan. AKA Canada in Epcot. Where's the mayor? After passing through Canada, France was in sight, which meant the Ratatouille ride was right there. No one was as excited as Leanna. There it was beautiful.
Wait, you took French? You would know this better than I do.
Yes, I do. We got our little rat glasses, but it's very important to me that you know that the cars were shaped like little rats. Sarah and Leanna both got these little Rimmies. They were adorable. And then we got food. First food stop at Epcot, we have French. I got the parfait. We got some macaroons. We got some bread, some croissants. Let's go around and see what everybody thinks. Jana, how do you feel about your croissant?
I wish it was warmer, but I'm not complaining.
Yeah, they're a little cold.
It's very buttery.
The tiny microphone was in my bag. It's been in there all week. I just keep forgetting I have it. Leanna, how do you feel about your croissant?
It's big. It's buttery. I like it.
Sarah, how do you feel about your macarons?
It's very good, but the filling is really good. Yeah, the filling's really good.
How do we all feel about the rat ride?
100 out of 10. I felt like a rat. 10 out of 10.
It was great. We did lots of scurrying. It was great.
The orange jelly bean. Me personally, I like the chocolate one, and then the lemon one, and then was the one you already had strawberry? But it's good. We saw these really pretty koi fish, and we went to Italy, and I got a picture of the trains for my brother. We were fanning each other off because it was very sweltering outside, but then it rained, and I saw this lone croc. I was very, very happy about seeing Rocket. You'll notice here that I really like Guardians of the Galaxy a lot. Yeah, I really, really, really like the Guardians of the Galaxy ride. This is my raw reaction to the ride. Genuinely my favorite ride at Disney, and I got Rocket because I love him. He's amazing. We went back to Nemo for Total Chocolate Crush.
It was like.
And then we saw this really cool dolphin demonstration. They were really adorable. Look at them. Oh. And we went on test track, and I look like I'm bracing myself. But despite what it looks like, I had fun, and we went a second time. And I look like I'm having a little bit more fun in that picture. It rained again, and I got some tea, and then we were ready for the next day.
We are rope jumping.
Hollywood Studios is my personal favorite park at Disney, as you can see by my happy foot taps. We saw this very, very cool wheelchair, Spider-Man. I loved it. We went for Toy Story Mania first. I'm obsessed with Jessie. A personal favorite ride of mine. Jana beat me this time. So go Jana. And then we went to the Star Wars area, which I was so thrilled about because this was all new since my last trip to Disney. So we went into this shop where you could build your own droid, and look at all that, look at all the different options and everything. It was just really awesome. I really liked these droids hanging from the ceiling and the walls and everything. My personal favorite was the bathrooms. All the bathrooms at Disney are just fun. But the Star Wars bathrooms were ridiculously hype, and they were very nice. We got some blue milk, which I was so excited to try. This area is so awesome. They have Kylo Ren's plane in the back. Yeah, everything is just so detailed.
Oh my god. That is divine. It's so good. It's not milk, it's more like a slushie. It's so good. It's really good.
We had a reservation for the Millennium Falcon Smuggle Run, so we went over there and I was freaking out. The whole queue and everything is just so cool. Getting to walk on the Falcon itself was the coolest thing ever. Everything was exactly as it is in the movies, and I was absolutely freaking out. The ride was one of my favorites. Jane and I were the engineers, and it was a great time. We saw this stormtrooper as soon as we got outside. That was cool. This is the shop where you can make your own lightsaber, which we didn't end up doing, but it's still cool. We had lunch at the cantina. There wasn't a lot of food, but there was this really awesome DJ. So I think that makes up for it. Jaina's drink looked like something out of an Alien movie, which was appropriate. There's all of our drinks. But it was really good. I definitely recommend going.
It kind of tastes like quirky orange juice, but the blueberry boba is good.
We did have a little bit of food, just because we were feeling a little hungry. And here's Jaina with her boba. Thank you. They had a lot of little stuffed animals and animatronics and things, and I was obsessed with all of them. We got to see Rey from afar, and then we also got to see Mando. We went over to the Rock and Roller Coaster, which I was very excited about since I'm seeing Aerosmith this year. And we saw this ominous Josh Groban picture. And we went to Muppet Vision 3D, which is obviously one of my favorite rides at Disney. There were a lot of advertisement for Muppets Mayhem, and there was Animal. I love the Muppets so much, and I love this picture of Ralph. Obviously the best part is Sweetums coming out, and the gorgeous finale from Sam the Eagle. After that, we went over to the Indiana Jones Stunt Spectacular, and I got to watch Leanna play some Roblox, which was very entertaining. We had food at Pizza Rizzo, which is some of the best pizza that I've ever had in my entire life. I highly recommend. And we went shopping. Yeah, no comment there. We found a lot of really cool things.
We went off to shop. We've seen everything that there is to see. And I got a hat.
We went back to Galaxy's Edge, and there were still First Order troopers everywhere, just looking around. We went to the launch bay, which is one of my favorite places. I love looking at all the props and everything, and we got to meet BB-8, who is always one of my favorites. We met Doc McStuffins, and then we went on Rise of the Resistance, more BB-8. This entire queue and everything is the absolute coolest. There's Admiral Akbar, and of course Poe, who is obviously my favorite part of the whole ride. Someone left their milk container, and then we were in front of all these First Order troopers. I don't know how we got If you've never been on Rise of the Resistance, there's like a pre-show, and then there's the actual ride. The whole part of the ride and the pre-show is you are a member of the Resistance and you have been captured by the First Order, okay? You get in line for the actual ride. They have all of these like cast members at Disney, and they're pretending to be members of the First Order, so they're being rude to you, right? So they're joking, but they're like yelling at you, you know? And the last time I'd been yelled at was at the Naval Academy. They yelled if we understood, and I fully stood at attention and yelled, "Ma'am, yes ma'am."
So we just did Rise of the Resistance. That we did. Most ridiculously hyped ride in the world. Like, I thought it was awesome. I have my second blue milk of the day, so does Leanna. Cheers! They started yelling and I stood at attention. It happens to the best of us. Anyway, go to the Naval Academy. We went on Star Tours, and unfortunately none of us were the Rebel Spy. Then we had dinner at this place that Guy Fieri had been to, and then it was the next day.
Gobble me, swallow me, drip down inside of me, quit your out, but you let it get inside.
We could just have Barbenheimer here at Universal. We could just watch Barbie and Oppenheimer right now. I was experiencing a lot of nostalgia while going around this area and hunting for Diagon Alley, which is just one of the coolest places. The detail and everything is absolutely insane. It's honestly kind of overwhelming trying to look at everything because there's just so much detail everywhere. Obviously the dragon. We ate food at the Leaky Cauldron, and I was very happy to find Sirius Black's poster in the corner. We all got butterbeer, of course, just as amazing as I remembered. And I had this divine macaroni. It was so good. We're on our way to Knoxford Alley. I was so happy that it was so cold in this area, but we found a lot of cool things, except for this. I did not like the shaking trunk. That made me uncomfortable. We found the night bus, and then it was time to go.
Anyway, so now that I'm back, I wanted to give a little bit of a haul because I didn't end up buying a lot, but I got some cute things. Okay, obviously the best thing that I got was Rocket. Look how cute he is. He has posable legs, and look at his little tail. I've been saying all week that I wanted to get something Rocket themed, and he's just perfect. I love him. My animal hat is amazing. This was the only animal or Muppets in general related merchandise item that they had, other than the Muppets Mayhem backpack, like the Loungefly. Needless to say, I freaked out when I saw this. Got a chocolate frog, and my card was Lockhart, or as I like to call him, Hamlet. The last time I went to Universal, I was a Hufflepuff, and I unfortunately went down the Hufflepuff to Slytherin pipeline, but everything that I own is Hufflepuff themed, so I decided I should get something Slytherin themed, so I got this keychain. And then the last thing that I got was this Niffler. I never ended up naming him, so drop name suggestions in the comments, but my current favorite name has been Perry, even though he is not a platypus. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video because I've had a lot of fun editing it. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, all the things, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Just cracked my knuckle. Bye! Before I filmed this, I was trying to get my LEDs on because it just looked weird without them being on, and it was the most strenuous thing I've ever done in my entire life. Oh my gosh. Anyway, okay.